In this video, I will be sharing my experience in the recently conducted bar examinations. I am one of the lucky sui generis persons who qualified to join the best bar examinations conducted by the Supreme Court, SC, of the Philippines last February 6, 2022. To begin with, here are the circumstances making this bar examination as the best bar ever. The bar exams were suspended at least four times before it was finally concluded. Highest number of bar examines since 1900s. It is the first time that the bar examinations were conducted in more than 30 regional locations in the Philippines. It is the first time that the bar examinations utilized laptops in answering the questions. It is the first bar examination that compressed the eight subjects taken in every Sundays of November to four area subjects to be taken in just two days with 1 day interval instead of six days gap in the old modality. The SC revised the bar examination syllabus with less than 20 days before the examinations. The bar examination was made amidst the pandemic with thousands of daily Omicron COVID-19 infections, and lastly, the SC required that in order to be able to take the bar examinations, the examines must first present a negative antigen test or PCR test results. The dream. Just to share a little information about my journey, I finished my double degree pre-law courses called Bachelor Science, BS, Financial Management and BS Accountancy last calendar year 2012. I also passed the Certified Public Accountant, CPA, board exam in the same year. As a provincial school graduate who dreamt to become somebody, I started looking for a job in the city to sustain myself. Lucky enough, I found a job and maintained my residence at Makati City. At that time, the dream to start law school was there. However, my salary cannot afford the cost of law school, so I put my dream in abeyance indefinitely. Last 2013, instead of going to a prestigious law school, I decided to take my master's degree at Polytechnic University of the Philippines, STA Mesa. It was only in year 2015 when I successfully started law school at Jose Rizal University, JRU. I finished my law degree at the Arellano University School of Law last July 2021. My bar examination preparations. Aside from reviewing for the bar exams, I followed the instructions of mandatory isolation to avoid getting infected. Unfortunately, last September 2021, I was infected and it nearly caused my death. I had severe COVID-19 symptoms despite observing extreme precaution. The virus made me ill to the point that I cannot breathe air, so I had to consume more than 10 oxygen tanks to survive. Luckily, the bar exam that was supposed to be held on November 2021 was postponed to January 23 and 25, 2022. At this point, the SC released a pro-HAC vice examination syllabi composing 2 weeks before the scheduled bar exams. The SC once again rescheduled the bar exams to February 4 to 6, 2022 due to the continued rise of Omicron variant of COVID-19. My anxiety level even went higher when the SC made it a prerequisite to show a negative antigen test taken within 48 hours before the bar exams. In the last 2 months of my review, I reviewed for at least 14 to 15 hours every day, Sundays included. In fact, the alluvium of fats that I earned since I started law school in 2015, I lost them through avulsion of 15 kilograms of weight in the last two months of review. Bar exam strategy. With the new syllabi given, I adopted a calendar of reading based on the weighted average of the subjects. The strategy is to study first the subjects to be taken in the second day of examinations and to base the number of days of review on the weight of subject. Hence, more review days were allotted to subjects with greater percentage and first in time to review those subjects in the second day. First day of the bar examination. I tried to turn off the lights as early as 10 p.m. and alarmed my phone at 3:30 a.m. With God's grace, I was able to sleep at around 10:30 p.m. and woke up at around 3:25 a.m. ahead of my scheduled alarm. I went to the bathroom and make the longest poop in my life while reading the law, but unfortunately, no poop came out. I ate my breakfast and joined my Mama Sue, aunt, and sister Dodong in a quick prayer before leaving the house. As early as 4 a.m. I went to my assigned bar exam site at St. Mary's University. When I reached the examination site, I felt happy because as early as 4 a.m., the police, Baranaitanos, LGU staffs, tricycle drivers, and other staffs were already in place and they assisted me in going to the assessment area. I passed at least 5 to 6 personnels for checking of everything, notice of admission, PCR test, laptops, undertaking, waiver, body frisking for illegal things among others. Actual bar examination. I encountered no problem in our first examination. However, comes afternoon, brownout occurred. I felt dizzy and I finished the examination 2 hours earlier because the high temperature of the examination area was triggering yet another episode of my nose bleeding. The night before the third exam was the toughest night of my life. I had severe nose bleeding because of my anxiety and that I cannot make myself sleep. As early as 9 p.m. I already laid down with the lights turned off, however, I really cannot sleep. Thank God I woke up at 3:15 a.m., and yes nakachalak AKO but not for a long time. At the start of the third examination, I nosebleed again. With the cold weather that day, I was able to finish the examination without being hospitalized. As of this writing, I have not yet experienced another nosebleeding episode but will seek doctor's help soon. Final words. I salute all barristers for the best bar ever 2020/2021. I also pray for those barristers who were not allowed to take the bar exam because they tested positive in the antigen test or PCR test. I am praying that I can pass this bar examinations so that I can help more and provide more to the people that I will serve, my tribe Bugalots and the underprivileged. Hopefully, I become attorney Efraim Osingat, CPA.